Hello, good evening, everyone, and happy Sunday to you all. Today's class, we are going to be talking about classification of hotel functional areas, and we are going to be as fast as we can because we are having limited time and we still have a lot to cover. So I'll be running through them while the note will be sent on the screen for everyone to see and probably screenshots to read later. Now, like I said earlier, I said we'll be talking about classification of hotel functional areas. The first classification we are going to be talking about under the functional areas of hotel is the revenue versus support centers. The revenue versus support centers. The revenue centers are the part of hotel functional areas that sells goods and services to guests, thereby generating revenue for the hotel. Example of the revenue centers are the room service, the food and the beverage outlets, and others. While the support centers provide important backing for the hotel's revenue centers. Example of the support centers are the engineering department, the HRD, that is the human resource department, and others. The difference between these two is that revenue centers generate revenue directly for the hotel, while the support centers generate revenue indirectly. Number two is the front of the house versus back of the house. Front of the house versus back of the house. Front of the house are part of the hotel that involves guest and employee interaction, e.g., the restaurants, the lounge, etc. While back of the house are part of the hotel that has little or no interaction at all with guests, e.g., housekeeping, HROM, that is the human resource managers, and others. Then the number three is the rooms division. The rooms division under the classification of hotel functional areas. Number three is the rooms division. This is composed of departments and functions which play essential roles in providing the service guests expect during a hotel stay. Their division include housekeeping, concierge, porter, and front office. The rooms division manager or manager of rooms is responsible for rooms in a hotel, and his stroke and knowledge includes a complete understanding of hotel operations. I'll take that again. I said the number three classification of hotel functional areas we are going to be taking today is rooms division. And I said that the rooms division composed of departments and functions which play essential roles in providing the service guests expect during a hotel stay. This division includes the housekeeping, the concierge, the porter, and the front office. The rooms division manager or the manager of rooms is responsible for rooms in a hotel, and his stroke and knowledge includes a complete understanding of hotel operations. Number four is the front office department. The front office department. This is considered as the hub or nerve center of the hotel because it makes a first impression on the guest and the one that the guest relies on throughout his or her stay for information and service. That is, any guest that is coming into a hotel, the people they rely on for information and services when they are in a particular hotel are the front office department. That is the department that they rely on. The front office is the most visible department in a hotel. Some important function of the front office includes the sale guest rooms, register guests, and assign guest rooms. Another of their important function is provision, is that they provide all necessary information about the hotel to the guests. They maintain accurate room status information. They also maintain guest accounts and monitor credit. They as well produce guest account statements and complete proper financial statements. Some sections under the front desk department are reservations, communications, uniform service, bell attendants, door attendants, valet parking attendants, transportation personnel, concierge, and so on. The people that works at the front desk department are called the front desk agents. People that work at the front desk department are called the front desk agents. Now, number 5, under the classification of hotel functional areas, the fifth one we are going to be talking about is the reservations. Reservation agents are those who respond to communication from guests, travel agents, and referral networks concerning reservations. It can be done via email, fax, telephone call, telex, any of the social network or social media you can think of. Those in this department are called reservation agents. That is, those that work in this reservation department, they are called the reservation agents. Number 6 is the switchboard operator. The switchboard operator. Switchboard operators typically answer incoming calls and direct them to the guest rooms through the switchboard system department. They also process guest wake-up calls and report to the front office manager. I'll take that again. I said that the number 6 under the classification of hotel functional area is the switchboard operator. And I said that the switchboard operators typically answer incoming calls and direct them to the guest rooms through the switchboard system department. They also process guest wake-up calls and report to the front office manager. The number 7th one is the housekeeping department. The housekeeping department. The housekeeping department are responsible for the cleanliness, appearance, and condition of the entire hotel. I said the housekeeping department are responsible for the cleanliness, for the appearance, and the condition of the entire hotel. Types of housekeeping. We have the domestic housekeeping and we have the institutional housekeeping. You're going to see all the explanation on your course material. Like I said from the beginning, because of time, we have a lot to cover. So because of time, I am just going to be rushing all this while we try as much as we can to cover up so many things. Now, our next topic for today, we are going to be talking about the types of hotel rooms. Types of hotel rooms. Number 1 is the single room. Number 1 is the single room. A single room is a room assigned to one person. And the second one is a double room. The single room, in most cases, the size of the single room is between 37 meters square to 45 meter square. It is a room that is assigned to just one person. The second one is the double room. The double room is a room that is assigned to two persons. And in most cases, The size is between 40 meters square to 45 meter square. I said the size normally of a double room is between 40 meters square and 45 meters square. Number three is the triple room. The triple room is a room assigned to three persons, and in most cases, the size is between 45 meters square to 65 meters square. The triple room is a room that is assigned to three people, and in most cases, the size is generally between 45 meters square to 65 meters square. Number four is the quad room. The quad room is a room that is assigned to four people, and it normally have two or more beds inside of it. And the size of this room is normally between 70 meters square to 85 meters square. That is the quad room. It's normally between 70 meters square to 85 meters square. Number five is the queen's room. Number five is the queen's room. A queen's room is a room with a queen-sized bed and may be occupied by one or more people. A queen's room is a queen-sized bed and normally occupied by one or more people. There are pictures to show these different types of room. When you get your material for this course, you're going to see all those pictures, the rooms, the beds that are attached to those rooms, the amount of bed, the size of the bed, the size of the room. You're going to see all those pictures that is being attached to it. Now the next one is the twin room. The twin room. The twin room is a room with twin bed and may be occupied by one or more people. The size of the twin room normally is between 32 meters square to 40 meters square. That is the twin room. Number seven is the Hollywood twin room. This is a room with two twin beds joined together by a common headboard. The difference between this twin room and the Hollywood twin room is that the bed in the Hollywood twin room is attached with a headboard, while that of the twin room, they are not attached, they are being separated. That is just the simple difference between the twin room and the Hollywood twin room. The next one is the double double, a room that is called double double. This is a room with two double beds. A room with two double beds is called the double double. And the next, which is number eight or number nine rather, is the studio room. Studio room. A room with a studio bed or couch which may be converted into a bed. A couch that can be converted into a bed that can make the room to become a sitting room if you want, and you can still change it again into a, a bedroom. That is the kind of room they call the studio room. And also we have the executive suite. Executive suite is a room with one or more bedrooms and a separate living space. A room with more than one bedroom and a separate living space. That is the suite room. It can be called a suite, executive suite, or you can call it just suite. The next one is the mini stroke junior suite. Mini stroke junior suite is a single room with a bed and sitting area. A single room with a bed and a sitting area. That is the junior suite. Then we have the presidential suite. The presidential suite. This is the most expensive room provided by a hotel. The presidential suite is the most expensive room that is being provided by a hotel. Usually one presidential suite is available in one single hotel property. Every hotel that you find, you can only find one presidential suite in that hotel. Then the next one we have the house number 13, we have the Murphy room. Murphy room is a room that is fitted with a sofa bed or a Murphy bed. A Murphy bed is a bed that you can fold out of a closet. That is a Murphy bed. A Murphy bed is a bed that you can fold out in a closet. Then we have the cabana room. They are rooms that are attached to a swimming pool. Rooms that are attached to a swimming pool are called the cabana rooms. The cabana rooms, in most cases, are between 30 meters square to 45 meters square, and they are mostly attached to swimming pools. Then the next one is the adjoining rooms. Adjoining rooms. They are rooms with common wall but no connecting door. Rooms with common walls but no common connecting doors. They are generally between 30 meters square to 45 meters square in size. That is the adjoining room. The next one is the villa. The villa. Villa is a special form of accommodation which can be found in some resort hotels. It stands alone and gives extra privacy and space to hotel guests. That is the villa. The villa is a special form of accommodation which can be found in some resort hotels. It stands alone and gives extra privacy and space to hotel guests. That is the villa. Then we have the executive floor. Sorry. The villa, the villa in most cases, the size of the villa in most cases is between 100 meter square to 150 meter square. That is the villa. It's between 100 meter square to 150 meter square. The next one is the executive floor. The executive floor is a room located on the executive floor which enables convenient access to the executive lounge. Besides, some hotels provide female executive floors with their rooms assigned to female guests only due to safety and security reasons. And this kind of rooms, normally, the size of this kind of rooms is between 32 meter square to 50 meter square. 32 meter square to 50 meter square. Now let us talk about mission and organizational charts of hotel. Mission and organizational charts of hotel. First of all, what is mission? Mission statement should help the hotel employers meet or exceed the expectations of both guests and management. Mission statement can also serve as a basis for job description and performance standards as an introduction to the property for new employees. Every organization has a reason or purpose to exist. Every organization or every organization has a reason or purpose to exist. This forms the basis, that is the reason or the purpose for that organization to exist, forms the basis for the organization's mission statement. An organizational mission can be expressed in a mission statement, which defines the unique purpose that sets one hotel from another. The purpose or the mission or the reason of one hotel makes it different from another. From the mission statement, hotel employees should be able to derive a sense of purpose and direction to hotel policies. For example, a hotel, excuse me, a hotel's mission may be to provide the finest facilities and services in the market while providing a good place to work for its employees, and a reasonable return for the investment by its owners. Mission statement should address the following three main constituents. Number one, the guest. Number two, the hotel management. And number three, the employees. I said the mission statement, when you're writing the mission statement of a particular hotel or an organization, it should constitute these three main areas: the guests, number one; the hotel management, number two; and the employees, number three. Now, how is it supposed to affect the guests? Let us start from the guests. Number one, mission statement should address the basic needs and expectations of any of their guests. We can assume that all guests will have the basic expectations. Number one, the safety and security of the hotel. Number two, that is what the guest expects to see in a hotel that the mission statement is supposed to carry. Number one, safety and security of the hotel. Number two, clean, comfortable rooms and public areas. Number three, professional and friendly staff. Number four, well-maintained facilities and equipment. Then now, how is the mission statement supposed to affect, in which area is the mission statement supposed to affect the hotel management? Hotel's mission statement should reflect its management philosophy. Since styles of operation differ, mission statements will vary from property to property. A mission statement guides managers in their jobs by identifying the hotel's basic values. Above all, the hotel's mission is one of the principal means it uses to distinguish itself from other hotels. Then, the way it affects the employees, mission statements should help the hotel employees meet or exceed the expectations of both guests and management. A mission statement can also serve as a basis for job description and performance standards, and as an introduction to the property for new employees. This should also appear in the employees' handbooks and training manuals, along with the job description. Example of a mission statement now. The mission of our hotel. Let us assume we want to draw a mission statement of a hotel. Let's assume we want to draw the mission statement of a hotel. This is how it should be. An example of it. The mission of our hotel is to provide outstanding lodging facilities and services to our guests. Our hotel focuses on individual business and leisure travel, as well as travel associated with groups meetings. We emphasize high quality standards in our rooms and food and beverage divisions. We provide a fair return on investment for our owners and recognize that this cannot be done without well-trained, motivated, and enthusiastic employees. From this mission statement, now you can see that it covers both the employee, the guest, and the management of the hotel. That is how an example of a good mission statement should look like. Now, when you talk about the goal or the hierarchy of a hotel, the hierarchy of a hotel, like I said earlier, you're going to get all these things once your course material is being displayed on the screen or sent to you. You will see all there. The hierarchy of the hotel, you have the general manager, you have the assistant general manager, you have the resident general manager. Now, the assistant general manager reports directly to the general manager. The resident manager reports to the assistant general manager, while he, in return, reports to the general manager. Under the resident manager, you have the director of housekeeping, you have the front office manager, you have the chief telecommunication operator, you have the chief engineer, you have the director security, you have the director human resources, you have the director of food and beverage, you have the director of sales, and you have the controller. All these people I just mentioned now, they report directly to the resident manager. Under the under the director of housekeeping, you have the assistant executive housekeeper. Under him is the supervisor, and under all these ones, they still have other people that they still report to. And all these ones will now report to the resident manager, who in turn report to the assistant general manager, and the assistant general manager finally reports to the general manager. That brings us to the end of that topic. Now let us still rush to the next topic, which is job description stroke specification. Job description stroke specification. Job analysis is the primary tool to collect job-related data. The process results in collecting and recording two data sets, including job description and job specification. Any job vacancy cannot be filled until and unless HR manager has these two sets of data. I take that again. I said job vacancy cannot be filled until and unless HR manager has these two sets of data, that is the job description and the job specification. It is necessary to define them accurately in order to fit the right person at the right place and at the right time. This helps both employee and employer understand what exactly needs to be delivered and how. That is the job description and the job specification of an employee helps both the employee and the manager to understand what exactly needs to be delivered and how it should be delivered. Both job description and job specification are essential parts of job analysis information. Writing them clearly and accurately helps organizations and workers cope with many challenges while on board. Though preparing job description and job specification are not legal requirements, yet play a vital role in getting the desired outcome. These data sets these data sets help in determining the necessity, worth, and scope of a specific job. Now, job description includes basic job-related data that is useful to advertise a specific job and attract a pool of talent. It includes information such as job title, job location, reporting to and of employees, job summary, nature and objectives of a job, tasks and duties to be performed, working conditions, machines, tools, and equipment to be used by a prospective worker, and hazards involved in it. That is what the job description includes. Purpose of job description. The main purpose of job description is to collect job-related data in order to advertise for a particular job. It helps in attracting, targeting, recruiting, and selecting the right candidate for the right job. I said the purpose of job description is to collect job related data in order to advertise for a particular job. The reason is because it helps in attracting, targeting, recruiting, and selecting the right candidate for the right job. It is done to determine what needs to be delivered in a particular job. It clarifies what employers are supposed to do if selected for that particular job opening. It gives recruiting staff a clear view what kind of candidate is required by a particular department or division to perform a specific task or job. It also clarifies who will report to who. That is the job description. It clarifies who will report to who. Now, talking about job specification, also known as employee specification. A job specification is a written statement of educational qualifications, specific qualities, of experience, physical, emotional, technical, and communication skills required to perform a job, responsibilities involved in a job, and other unusual sensory demands. It also includes general health, mental health, intelligence, aptitude, memory, judgment, leadership skills, emotional ability, adaptability, flexibility, values and ethics, manners and creativity, etc. The purpose of job specification now. Described on the basis of job description, job specification helps candidates analyze whether are e- um, sorry, I said the job specification helps candidates analyze whether are eligible to apply for a particular job vacancy or not. It helps recruiting team of an organization understand what level of qualifications, qualities, and set of characters should be present in a candidate to make him or her eligible for the job opening. Job specification gives detailed information about any job, including job responsibilities, desired technical and physical skills, con- conversational ability, and much more. It helps in selecting the most appropriate candidate for a particular job. Job description and job specification are two integral parts of job analysis. They define a job fully and guide both employer and employee on how to go about the whole process of recruitment and selection. Both data sets are extremely relevant for creating a right fit between job and talent, evaluate performance, and analyze training needs and measuring the worth of a particular job. Job description is all about collecting and recording basic job-related data that includes job title, job location, job summary, job duties, reporting information, working conditions, tools, machines, and equipment to be used, and hazards and risk involved in it. A job description may or may not have specific purpose. It depends on what HR managers want to determine and what is the objective of conducting the process of job analysis. General purpose General purpose job descriptions are used by organizations to find the very basic information about a particular job opening. Though data includes workers' duties but does not contain sub-tasks, performance, standards, and basis for evaluating jobs and establishing right compensation packages. Now, one of the advantages of the job description or specification, the main benefit of general purpose of job description is that it does not consume much time and quickly provides basic information to managers. It does not require much human effort and is very easy and convenient to carry out. A job analyst does not have to conduct deep research to gather the required details. That is the advantages of job description. Some of the advantages of job description. The disadvantages now is that the main disadvantage of job general purpose job description is that it does not provide managers with full-fledged information. It does not provide managers with full-fledged information about job context and subtasks. Sometimes a manager may fail to extract correct information from such small amount of data. Now, the advantages of job description again, the main benefit is that it offers ample information to evaluate job performance and determine training needs of employers to employees. It serves as a basis for all other HR process, including recruitment and selection, performance appraisal, compensation, decision, and many more. That is the end of that topic. The next topic we are going to quickly run into, if we still have time, is the various FO departments. The FO departments is the front office department. Front office department. Every multi-departmental physical business needs to have a front office or reception to receive the guests. Front office departments is the face and has now the first part of the front office department we are going to be talking about is the front office department, the front desk, the uniform service. I am just going to run through them. Like I said, you are going to get your material. The front desk, the uniform service, the concierge, the front office accounting system, and the private branch exchange. Their basic responsibility includes creating guest database, handling guest accounts, coordinating guest service, trying to sell a service, ensuring guest satisfaction, handling a house communication through PBX. Our time is already up, but I am still going to keep talking until I am being cut off. Let's see if we can cover up, but if not, you are going to get your material. Now, the front house operations. These operations are visible to the guests of the hotel. The guests can interact and see these operations, hence the name front house operations. Few of these operations include interacting with the guests to handle requests for an accommodation, checking accommodation availability and assigning it to the guest, collecting detailed information while guest registration is being done, creating a guest account with the FO account system, issuing accommodation keys to the guest, setting guest payment at the time of checkout. Number two now is the back house operations. The operations involve activities such as determining the type of guest by checking the database, ensuring preference of the guest to give a personal touch to the service, maintaining guest account with the accounting system, preparing the guest bill, collecting the balance amount of guest bills, generating reports. The next is the guest circle in a hotel. The guest circle in a hotel. Generally, guest interaction with a hotel is divided into the following four sequential phases. Number one is the pre-arrival. The arrival, sorry. the occupancy, and the departure. I said number one is the pre-arrival. Let us just talk about them briefly. It is a stage, that's the pre-arrival stage, is a stage when the customer is planning to avail an accommodation in the hotel. The arrival stage, the front office reception staff receive the guest in the reception. The porters bring in the guest luggage for the guests with confirmed reservation. The front office clerk hands over a guest registration card to the guest and requests the guest to fill in personal information regarding the stay in the hotel. The next one is the occupancy. During occupancy, a front office accounting system is responsible for tracking guest charges against e-stroker purchases from the hotel, restaurants, room service, bar, or any outgoing telephone calls made via the hotel communication services. The front office staff is responsible to manage and issue the right keys of the accommodations to the right guest. On guest request, the staff also makes arrangements for transportation, babysitting, or local touring while the guest is staying in the hotel. Then the last one is the departure. During guest departure, the front office accounting system ensures payment for goods and services provided. If a guest bill is not completely paid, the balance is transferred from guest to non-guest records. While this occurs, collection becomes the responsibility of the back office accounting division. At the time of guest departure, the front office staff thanks the guest for giving an opportunity to serve and arrange for handling luggage. In addition, the guest requires airport or other drop service. The front office bill desk fulfills it. Now let's talk about the tariff and structure. Tariff is the rate or charges offered to the guest. This is going to be the last topic for the semester by the grace of God. Tariff is the rate or charges offered to the guest by the hotel for the use of different facilities and services during their stay. Commonly, tariff is a charge of room rates and other facilities. Tariff is a charge of room rates and other facilities. Tariff or room charges may include meal or breakfast depending upon the plan as per the guest choices. Prices of hotel services are incorporated in a card known as a tariff card. Tariff card is the card containing the rate of price charged by a hotel for accommodation. Tariff card may include meals depending upon the types of plan the hotel offers the guest. Prices of meals and other hotel services are also printed in the hotel tariff card. Below that, you can see a sample of a hotel tariff card. Basis of charging room rates. The sale of rooms contributes more than 50% of total revenue generated in the hotel room. Hotel rooms are charged on the following basis. The basis at which hotel charges per room. The charge number one is the 24 hours basis. 24 hours basis. In 24 hours basis, the room is charged for the stay of 24 hours. If a guest arrives at 9 a.m. today, the room charges will cover until 9 a.m. tomorrow. The next one is the 12-hour basis. A particular time of a day is fixed, mostly 12 noon, as a check-in and check-out time for all the guests. The next one is the ninthly basis. Here, the charge is fixed according to the nights spent in the hotel. If a guest stays from 10 a.m. until 6 a.m. the next day, the guest is charged for one night or a day. And if he stays beyond that night, it means that he will be paying for the next night in the hotel. Other rates are still here. They are still here on the lecture note. These type of rates are only open days before arrival, e.g. open only when 7 days before the arrival, 14 days before arrival, 30 days before arrival. That is the early bird rate. Then we have the family rate basis. A rate reserved for families with children. Usually, these rates include extra bed charges and may also include some free add-on activities for children. Then we also have the packaged rate, rate that includes a guest room in combination with other available events or activities, e.g. Best of London package, which includes room rental, all meals, sightseeing, airport transfers, etc. Package rate can also be a simple room and metal package. Best available rate. These rate codes are the lowest discounted rates available for a day, which can be offered to the guest by the reservation or front desk staff of different types. We also have a different rates. A sample of how hotel rate is being carried out. We have a sample there, some samples. Then we have the complementary rate. A room rate with zero